All right, guys, have you ever owned something and just had that feeling that you were so excited to own it, you just could not wait to either play it, ride it, whatever it may be? You were just always thinking about it constantly. Well, for me, that was not the GL1800 Goldwing. The Honda Goldwing is an amazing bike. It is designed purely for touring in mind, and it is the best at what it does. I will admit that. But this bike was just not for me, unfortunately. For some reason, that bike, it just didn't excite me. I never really wanted to get it out and ride it in town like I'm doing right now. Like, I just never had that motivation. It was just such a big, heavy bike, you know, and I'm like 135 pounds, 5'9", so, you know, lugging that thing around and how big it was, it just wasn't for me. It just didn't excite me. So, like other bikes do, it just didn't excite me. Also, the in-town riding, it just, like I said, it seemed more of a burden than it did of a fun thing to do, you know? Like, right now I'm having fun riding this bike. The Goldwing, it was more of a chore because how big and bulky it was. It's kind of like, honestly, driving a car, but, you know, you're still on two wheels. So, this is probably not the Goldwing's fault because I am a scrawny person. I got a scrawny butt, but my butt hurt after about 200 miles on that long trip to Missouri that I took. And again, that's not the bike's fault. I just have a scrawny butt, and I just realized that riding long distances is not for me. My buddy kind of led me onto a solution for this because he's done it. He recently traveled out to Tail of the Dragon, and he just rented somebody's bike using rideshare and took it out through Tail of the Dragon and had a blast. So I think maybe next year I might take some long trips to different parts of the country and rent bikes and, you know, enjoy those wonderful roads that I've never got to experience. So that is possibly in the works for next season, but I feel like that's a pretty good solution for not wanting to travel long distances on a bike. So there is one other reason too, and again, the bike didn't excite me, and it really reminded me of my VTX 1800C that I had, and how much I love that bike. It was just so powerful, so fun. I'm a hoonigan at heart, and that bike is basically the street bike or the sport bike person's conversion to a cruiser bike. It is a bad mamma jamma VTX 1800s. It was once the largest displacement V-twin motorcycle in the world up until Kawasaki brought out the 2000cc behemoth. But the VTX gets slept on by a lot of people. It has so much torque, you can literally just bust the rear tire loose at any given time, and that makes that bike so much fun. And like I said, the VTX 1800 was a bike that I could get excited for, and the Goldwing, yeah, it had a lot of power, but it weighed a lot. The VTX also weighs a lot, I'm not gonna lie, but it just puts down the power so low in the RPM range that it's just pretty much always there. It's so much fun. And I'll actually pop up a picture right now of my old VTX 1800. It was a beautiful bike, very clean. Got it for a good deal, like 3,500 bucks or 3,400 bucks. That was about 3 or 4 years ago, I'd say. So again, seller's remorse. Beautiful bike. That's basically why I sold my GL1800. And I'm gonna be honest, I lost a little bit of money on it because I just really wanted to get rid of it so I could have some cash flow to get something that excited me. And I'll let you guys know there is some new stuff here for the channel. I haven't released it yet, but I will. I just really had to get the FZ1 completed. That way I had something to ride in the meantime. So with that being said, guys, if you liked what you saw here today, please help support me and support the channel by hitting that like button and subscribing for future videos, because you're not going to want to miss what I got for the channel next. I'd also like to thank all of my new subscribers for joining the channel here and for helping me grow. So thank you guys so much. But that's going to do it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.